Hello everyone, thank you very much. I am going live. It's been quite a long time since I've done a Facebook Live, and I'm so happy that you'll be able to join me. Either you are going to be watching live with me, or you could be watching on the replay. Whatever, it will benefit you a lot. I'm just going to hold on here for a few moments till a few people get on, and then we're going to start the live. So once again, I'm so excited. My name is Chris Johnson. Last time I did a Facebook Live, probably about a year ago, and it's been a long time. And actually I was feeling quite nervous before this, but I'm excited to be before you today. What I want to talk to you about is the big thing, anxiety. Anxiety is huge these days. We're seeing anxiety everywhere, popping up in students, in children, in adults. I totally know what anxiety is about. For the past 3 years, have had anxiety, where a couple of panic attacks have actually gotten me into the hospital. And when you're going through a panic attack, there's nothing like it. And it's so hard to describe. One of my panic attacks, I thought I was actually having a heart attack. And I landed in the emergency room of the hospital, and great news, nothing wrong with my heart, but it was more of the anxiety and that was in my head and swirling around. So when I say I know what you feel when you have anxiety, I do. I totally understand what it's like to have this. Well, through my anxiety, I have discovered something that I love. It's called the Emotional Freedom Technique, and that is my big reveal today. The Emotional Freedom Technique is such a powerful tool. It's also known as EFT, the initials, or it's known as tapping. And I became such a huge believer in tapping as it got me through some really rough times. And I believed in it so much that I went and got my training in tapping, and now I'm here to tell the world, I'm here to tell everybody that tapping is such a powerful tool. And how do I describe tapping? Well, I love to use the analogy of a really busy highway, and your body is that highway. We have lots of different pathways going through our body, just like a highway does. So let's picture the I-5 highway, a famous highway that goes from Blaine, Washington, all the way down to San Diego. You can get to Disneyland with one road right down through. Well, the I-5 highway, when you're going through Seattle, it can be an easy trek, or it can be a trek that takes a long time. So if you imagine this highway and there's a bunch of accidents, there are wrecked cars on the side, tires on the side, well, when you're driving your vehicle and you go down the highway, if you have all these things, well, you need to avoid them. So you're going to have to slow down, you're going to have to turn to the side, and you're going to have to maneuverate all through these obstacles. Are you going to get to your destination as quick as you want without this? With all this there? No, you're not. So if you had a tow truck come in there and clear all these things, then you could, boom, right through the I-5 highway, no problem, maintain top speed. Well, that's what you want to do with your body. You want to remain top speed. So when we have all these things that happen to us, maybe they're little traumas, maybe it's something that happened in a classroom a long time ago, somebody said something to you and it just stuck in your head. It could be anything. It could be anything, something that's affecting you. Well, we need to get rid of these through our energy pathways so that we can live our most effective, efficient life. And what does EFT does? Well, it is like a tow truck. EFT comes in there and tows out some of those little traumas that have been affecting us. And that's what I like to use EFT as a tow truck. So I want to try a tapping with you. And you'll notice my eyes will dart down a few times because I wrote a little script, and that's what I love to do. When I'm working with a client, working with somebody that I've been coaching, and we're working on something specific, and we're tapping through their anxiety, what happens is I really listen to what you're saying. And I take what you're saying, and I use that, and I take your words, and it really is a powerful tool when we're tapping. So let me show you a little about tapping. So tapping, we'll have something that we'll say, but we tap on the different meridian parts of our body. The first one is called the karate chop. And that is, you take your fingers and the karate chop, the bottom part of your hand, and you're just tapping hard on it. Okay? That's the first part that we do. And what we do is we say a specific dialogue and we'll repeat it 3 times as we're tapping on the karate chop. Now next, we move to the face and the upper body. And the different tapping points are right where the eyebrow starts, right in the middle. You tap there, and I like to use my middle finger, tap there pretty hard. Okay, so that's one tapping spot. And then you go to the side of the eyebrow, right there. You'll see it's a little bit, feels a little bit like an indent there. That's one of our tapping spots. Then you go underneath the eye, tapping right there. Then you go underneath your nose, that's one tapping spot. And then right here, the divot of your chin, that's a tapping spot. Now, right here, you can hear it in my voice. That is right around the collarbone. I like to give it a nice big knock. That's a good tap, that's a tapping spot right there. And right underneath your armpit, not in your armpit. I like to tell boys that I work with, it's right, if you had a bra, it's where your bra line would be. Boys get a kick out of that. So right below your armpit, and then the top of your head. So I want to try tapping with you. So what you do is you repeat everything I do. As I'm tapping, you're going to continue tapping, and then I'll say a phrase, and then you repeat it. It's so effective. And if you're kind of embarrassed to do this at the start, do this by yourself. Close the door, get ready. We're going to do some tapping. And I'm going to do it on a generic thing, just about feeling anxious today. And I actually did a tapping just before I went on this video because my stomach was rumbling and it was like, oh, geez, I feel really nervous about going in front of the camera again today. So it kind of brought me back down. So I want you to repeat after me, do everything I do. So start by tapping on your karate chop. Okay, so you're going to continue this. You're not going to stop. You're going to continue this. You see me doing it, you're doing it. Okay, so I want you to repeat after me. Even though I'm feeling anxious today, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I can feel it in my stomach. I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Okay, I'm tying it to maybe a student going to school feeling anxious, okay? So we're going to say that 2 more times while doing the karate chop. Even though I'm feeling anxious today, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I can feel it in my stomach. I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. We're going to do that one more time. If you're not feeling it in your stomach and then maybe you're feeling it in your head, you can change it to head as well. Even though I'm feeling anxious today, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I can feel it in my stomach. I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Okay, now we're going to go to the different tapping points. Okay, so up to the top here, and repeat after me. Feeling anxious today. Moving over to the side. I don't want to go to school tomorrow. Below your eye. I'm feeling anxious today. Below your nose. I don't want to go to school. Your chin. I can feel it in my stomach. Your collarbone. I'm feeling anxious today. Underneath your armpit. I don't want to go to school. At the top of your head. Feeling anxious today. Okay. Back through them again. I'm going to release that anxiousness. I'm going to release all those feelings of not wanting to go to school. I'm okay. I can feel that anxiousness washing away. It's just like a big wave. I can feel myself feeling calmer. I'm feeling better. I'm releasing that anxiousness. My stomach's feeling better. I could go to school. I'm ready. I am okay. I'm a strong person. I'm releasing all my anxiousness. I don't need it. I don't need it. Feeling calmer. Yes. No more anxiousness. It's time to leave anxiousness. I'm okay. Feeling strong. Feeling clear. I'm ready. I am okay. Okay, what I want you to do is take a deep breath. As I'm doing the tapping, I just feel myself coming down, and I feel myself just more calmer. And a lot of times when you're doing a tapping, if I'm doing a tapping with somebody, it's amazing what comes into your mind. And what you do is you always have to acknowledge what comes into your mind and use that. Especially when I'm doing a one-on-one session with somebody, whatever comes into their mind is what we move on to. And it could be anything. And it's funny and it's amazing how you get to the root of the problem with the EFT and the tapping. And just clearing that away and clearing those traumas, clearing those roadblocks that are stuck in you. Well, that is my big reveal on tapping EFT. Please, if you know somebody that has been suffering through anxiety and really doesn't know what to do, please put them onto my Facebook page. Like my Facebook page. I'm going to have lots of tips. And upcoming, I'm really excited. Something that I kind of put together today is at the end of December, I'm going to have a 5-day challenge that's going to be amazing. And it's going to be tapping out the anxiety. So it's going to be a 5-day challenge that I'll have in the next little while, a sign up on my Facebook site. And I'm so excited to reveal this to people. And 5 days is going to get you going and feeling great. Especially during the Christmas holidays, lots of anxiety comes up. So please, if you know somebody, share this with them. Let them know. And like my page, please. And you'll be seeing lots of great stuff coming through me. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and I'll see you again.